Speak
Hello,
for
everyone. Welcome.
Not even a
You said
warning.
go.
How
You said go. I went
rude.
go.
Rude.
I do not have the energy to care about.
Rude.
Wow.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to House of Dreams. My name is Callum, but I'm not running this game. Bard is. Bard, would you like to do a little intro and then let us introduce ourselves?
Of course, it would be a pleasure. Hi, everybody. I'm so glad you found us today at this wonderful time zone, wherever you are. We are gonna play. We are the English is Englishing, and I'm do the English. We are about to play a wonderful game of Wickedness, tabletop RPG, a bit different to the games you might know. It's from Possum Games, and it is a great game. I love it to pieces. You will not hear any dice rolling tonight because each and every decision will be done by my personal tarot deck. And our wonderful players will have the pleasure to react to the world folding in around them. As a little reminder and content notice at this point, we are dealing with topics of surrealism, psychological horror, liminal spaces, getting lost in a city, depression, and all the fun stuff you could imagine at a little horror game. So if you're maybe not having the best of days today and don't feel up for that, don't worry. You can find our games a few days later on YouTube when you're more feeling up to it. Would that be sufficient, Callum?
Yeah, that's good. Do you want to introduce yourself?
All right. Hi, I'm Bard or Laura. You can find me everywhere on the internet as Bard with many names. And I will be the voice of the city today and try to interpret what the tarot deck has in store for our wonderful players. Who wants to introduce themselves first?
I can go. Hello, people of the internet. I am Ali MK. I go by Fab, he, him. You can find me at Adi MK on both Blue Sky and YouTube, and Noonlight Creations on Instagram. I am going to be playing the Wild Soul, Madeline, also known as Mad, but she will get mad if you call her Mad. Hi.
Just like that.
Well, so who do you want to go next?
I'll pop it over to Magpie.
Cool. Howdy, I'm Magpie. I use she, they pronouns. I am playing Dahlia, the old soul. I'm very excited. I did my homework. I've written backstory. Yeah, I'm very excited. You can find me on Blue Sky at Antique Horror. I post a lot of comic stuff I'm doing, a lot of kind of just yapping. That's about it, really. I will ping pong it over to Callum.
Hello, I'm Callum. My pronouns are they, them, and nu. I will be playing the Pure Heart, who has a yet untested name. However, we have tested a couple of names. Je ne sais quoi, not a good name. Baguette, not a good name. Untested name, not a good name. That one, not a good name. A bird, not a good name. Birdie, not a good name. Twit, not a good name. We are considering Summers and Swig. I'll keep you updated.
What about sourdough?
No, we don't like that one.
Also, our dear viewers, in the I have an eye on the comment section. I will be throwing another name every time I address a wonderful bird here. If you want to help me out with some wonderful bird names you might come up with, I'm all here for it. Callum and Fighting From, wonderful. There is a tiny little thing we didn't get to do last time. But don't worry. It's not nothing. It's not a lot. Don't worry. Callum.
Hello.
1, 2, 3.
Oh no. Wow. We all know that I'm the best. I'm number one, so I'll go for number one, please.
Okay. Adi, 1 or 2?
2.
All right. Well, we're okay. That is that. Then next one is not this one, but this one. Magpie. 1, 2, 3.
What's this? What's this secret information?
Oh no, nothing for you to
Sneakery.
worry about.
2, please.
Adi, 1, 2.
Since Callum is the best, I'll go for 3.
And
I don't know what to tell you.
this time, you have even more choice. And Adi, you can go first. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh. 4, because big is big.
Mm-hmm. Callum, 1, 2, 3.
You know what? We're going to change things up a bit. We're going to go for number 2. Got to give some people the spotlight sometimes.
Magpie, 1, 2.
I'll take 1.
Let's go.
Wonderful.
Let's go.
You don't have to worry about any of these. These are just your inevitable fates that await you at the end of the game.
No, that's
Not
not.
that.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine. Nothing to worry about. And this will go back into the box.
Oh my god.
Next time, I want to cut the deck.
Try it. So, last time we got to know who we are about to meet. We thought about people who might be visiting, living, just appearing, just existing in the city of strays, a city somewhere in the mist, lost and where lost and found things just happen to end up. We build a world, we build a government, we build the wonderful hopes and dreams and wonders of these worlds, and we build those ready to tear them apart. I asked you last time, each of you, to write a little story about your character. I would love for our first story-driven session to begin with each of you reading out your story out loud, or at least that what's left of them.
Okay.
Were we meant to take a bit out of them?
Things happened, consequences.
Not yet. Not yet.
The person knows. Callum, would you do me the favor?
Yeah, I can read mine. Hold on, let me find it in my messages. There was once 2 birds forced to be apart or create doom. They finally broke through and created a new bird from their love. That bird was lost in the doom that was caused, lost until they came across a similarly lost place. They found their place and led the people out of the dark.
Wonderful. Magpie.
Do I read the long one or the short one?
The short one, the 3-part.
The 3-part. Hang on.
I mean, in your
You
case, they're no
fucking
longer
nerd.
3-part.
We only had to write 3 sentences. Get off my horse.
I got
long
4 or 5
version.
pages of background from
Holy
Magpie.
shit.
Listen, I don't stop when given things.
God. Okay. Now I have to do some more editing.
I mean, no pressure, everybody, right?
Try hards.
I am teacher's pet. So mine. One day she was tricked. She was knocked over by a god who saw her small power and was horrifically jealous. The world fell from her antlers. The world she loved ended, and everyone forgot about the world and its people. In her ending, she took up a mourning pole to hide her face until everything about her faded. She did not want the stars to see her dying as she faded when the faith did.
Wonderful. And Adi.
Heavy, dude.
So
Heavy.
this is the first part
Get
where
everything
they
went
came
out.
from, right?
No, all 3 parts in one go.
Oh, all 3 parts in one go.
Yeah, beginning,
Oh.
middle, and end.
All right. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. I have to. There's just, oh god, I should have written it out. It's just like bullet points
You
across like
did.
4 pages. Okay.
You did send me something,
Did
didn't
I?
you?
Yesterday,
No, I
you
don't
sent
think
things
so.
immediately after I sent mine.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't. I didn't.
I mean, you
haven't
wrote
written-
something and you read it out to me yesterday evening.
My mind is short circuiting. Wait, what? Really? Wait, hold on. No,
I can
no,
give you
no.
a second to clean it up. Don't you
Yeah,
worry.
I will do that quickly. All right. Sorry.
No, it's fine. And I don't understand why all of you were just so shocked. Did you think I would let you have the comfort of a secret all to your own?
Okay.
Please.
Mine wasn't secret. I just read it out loud.
You're muted, Magpie.
Every time. I was going to say I didn't do all of mine. I just did the middle and end.
I mean, that's all that's left of you.
That was way too many.
is.
That was so many sentences. What are you talking about?
Hang on. Hold on. Hold the line, Carla. I want to play a game.
Yes, Magpie, we know. You do have the longest backstory.
It's my job.
I was told 3 sentences. I did 3 sentences yesterday after I played with Bard and remembered at the end of the other session that I had this homework to do.
We have character art!
Yeah.
We have character art! We have a artistic rendition of the creation formerly known as Bird.
Yeah, it is. It is very deep.
A soldier who went out looking to protect and instead only collected murdered innocents. She found out that she was uninformed and followed orders and ended up cradling a dead child. She would have become a shut-in and drank herself to death.
For everybody
Where's
joining us, just to...
Where's the but? No. That sentence wasn't finished. Finish the goddamn sentence, Annie.
Full stop.
For everybody joining us just right now, the City of Strays is the place where untold stories go. When something disrupted the story, or maybe it was just a thought you had in the shower, and before you went out and got yourself padded dry, it was already gone. These stories are the shadows, and we call them strays, that live in the city, somewhere in the mist. So, let's begin, shall we? Because all of you all read the rulebook, of course, thoroughly. So I just have to explain it to our audience how this game works. Right?
Yeah. What you said. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I'm about to draw a card. I'm about to draw a card from the Minor Arcana, which I have here. And in the book, there is an interpretation guide on what happens connected to each card of the Arcana. And you as players have a choice how to deal with those challenges. Do you solve it with your wisdom? Right now you don't have any wisdom. Do you solve it with some true magic and burn something away from inside of you? Or do you fall prey to a folly where maybe you don't see the danger, maybe you know how to handle this and don't? Each and every player has their own set of follies, and if each and every player chooses to use a folly, the challenge will fail, and it will have a consequence on something in this world. But every time you do something not as smart, you get smarter for the next turn. So for each time you fail a challenge, you will be able to earn a wisdom card. And you can use those wisdom cards later to, you will not believe it, solve problems with wisdom.
What?
For which you have to discard the wisdom cards you pulled for taking a folly.
Solving things with wisdom. How quaint.
Yes, I know. So, are we all ready for this game to begin?
Mhm.
Wonderful. Oh. I have drawn the first card. I will not tell you the card until you will meet the challenge. And until then, if I remember correctly, we all sat together last time to build a tiny safe haven for our strays. So tell me, what happens? How does day is a harsh word for this world because there isn't day or night. Everything is always in this kind of soft dawn or dusk. It's always a bit too, it's too bright to have the comfort of the stars and the moon, but it is too dark to really see the sun out in the sky. Some say it is just because of the dawn protecting all of us from whatever is sleeping below the city or inside the city. Nobody really knows. But sleep just comes and goes here. You drift from day to day, night to night. By now it's a blur. I'm not even sure if some of you still know what days are. But how do you start your routine? Where do you start your routine? Do you all live together in your little safe haven, or are you scattered across the neighborhood?
Oh,
I am on a roof, which is where I sleep. When I go to sleep, I kind of slot my wings to my body, and I just go still, almost like I'm a statue, and I just sit on a roof, and rest for a bit. And you know what? I rest with one eye open.
A very practical approach. But it also feels like the old soul might be rubbing off on you if you already have to keep one eye open. I mean, you're home, aren't you?
So I don't miss anything.
Oh. And I do believe from high up that rooftop where you chose your favorite place to be, you can see everything in the city. You can hear the laughter, you can see the people going through streets. Some of them are just walking, some of them are more sneaking. A lot of people don't have the feeling they're supposed to be here. They don't have the feeling they're supposed to be anywhere, really, depending on what they are. But I mean, you all are just the things that keep clawing on to existence, even though you shouldn't. And across the
That's up for
street,
debate.
you see a cat. You know this cat. It's the Klabauter cat.
The what
It's
cat?
the Klabauter cat.
The Klabotter cat.
The Klabauter cat.
The Klabotter cat.
Yeah.
Klabot. Oh, cat. Cool.
They told you they were from a story about seafaring, about adventures in the north, about lost souls and a song in the waves and a city, glorious, shimmering, golden, until one day the flood came and the city Rungholt got swallowed in the North Sea.
Doesn't really help as much. The north, everywhere's got a north.
Every planet does have a north, doesn't it? But still, the Clabaughter cat is sitting on a windowsill. It's halfway broken. The window isn't like it doesn't shut properly anymore, but it looks at you. Black and white, it looks almost like it doesn't look real. It looks a bit drawn, sketched almost. It crooks its head. It looks at you.
Hello.
You are very smart to be on this roof right now, my friend.
Smart.
Because down below, there is a storm brewing. And I wouldn't want to be on board if I were you.
On board the floor.
Scrub the deck, scrub the deck.
Do you need a mop?
You will need one when all of this is done. They forgot to put out the milk again. You know that. So I snuck inside, and it's a mess again. It's a mess.
You made a mess in our kitchen.
No, not me. The other one. Cut to your kitchen. Maddie, like, you promised to be good. You promised. Pinky promised, even. To our old soul, Dahlia, because you may have some differences from time to time. But yesterday evening... it wasn't like temptation was just there and you couldn't say no. As a question to Magpie and Adi, who of you drew the sun and who drew the moon?
I drew the sun.
So you will tell me what sparked the fight the two of you will have in about 1 second when Dahlia enters the kitchen and sees whatever you've done last night.
So I wouldn't even be in the kitchen. Dahlia would come into the kitchen and see what they see. I would be in my usual place, sprawled out across the pull-out sofa in the living room, face down. I think the spark of what would be the fight is that, as usual, she got sozzled and decided to try and do something nice because she promised to be nice. So she tried to make breakfast at 2 o'clock in the morning, and while absolutely drunk. And I will allow your imagination to fill in the picture of what the kitchen looks like. And yeah, there would be on the kitchen counter, like, the little island, scrabbly little island, there would be a plate with, there would be two plates, one with a single blob that is supposed to be a pancake, and another which has an attempt at something like a pancake, and an actual pancake. And
Yeah.
there is a small little jar which is supposed to be orange juice, but it's not, because all of the juice is on the counter, and there is one half of a cut orange that is squashed onto the rim of the jar.
Well, you certainly didn't hold back, did you?
I was being nice. All right, I agreed, and that is what I was nice.
The Klabauter cat had been right when it tried to snuck in through the broken window in the morning. The only thing you managed to put away was the milk.
Yep. Because most of the batter is splattered on the ceiling with an very imaginative graffiti of "fuck Murika," but like, yeah.
Dahlia, as our moon, as you come into the kitchen and see all this, would you be so kind and tell us how this is actually not about a breakfast, but about a pattern of behavior?
Ooh. I think it is a usual that each of them will try and do something to, I guess, befriend the other or to keep up some sort of relationship. And every single time they just miss the mark. So from what starts off as I'm going to do a good thing, I'm going to do a kind thing, ends up in a raging argument, which ends up in them kind of bonding over fixing it. And then they think, oh, like we'll fix it even further. Like the other one will do something for the other one. And then it turns into a game of, oh, fuck, I fucked up again. And then bonding over fixing it and then trying to get closer. And then it's just a consistent sort of ships at sea almost, kind of going in the right direction of the port, but never quite hitting it.
That's wonderful. But that's not quite what I meant. Why is the discussion you're about to have? It's not about the thing, it's about a principle. You don't have to say it out loud. I mean, the two of you are known for, well, having arguments from time to time. Very constructive and loud arguments. So, as you walk into this kitchen, what does the little bird on the rooftop hear from you?
So I think Dahlia steps into the kitchen, almost smells it before she sees it, because I feel like she smells the orange juice. She smells sort of like the attempts to cook, and she thinks, oh, like Matt's tried to make breakfast. And then sort of sees that everything is just a little bit off from what she thought it was going to be. And the bird just sort of hears 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Madeline?
Is you here, bird? Is you here? That's how they start in every time. Round and round it goes. Will this stop? Nobody knows. You should get down there. They need you.
All right, strange bird, strange cat. Yeah, that sounds like. Thank you for the advice. Yeah, I'll go down there. And I kind of my wings open and start waddling away.
Tell them to not forget the milk.
Can I just check who the milk's for?
For me.
Right. So
That's
have
the
we
game.
been somewhat sort of disservice to you? I deeply apologise.
Oh no, I always steal it, but this time they locked it far so high away that I couldn't get to it.
Do you want to not steal? Or we can just have a supply ready for you.
I mean, a bit of piracy is always a bit of fun.
Yeah, but it's a piracy against the local community rather than like a state or business.
You're also always so political. It's not about the who, it's about the what. I can't
So if we
change
didn't have
what
any
I
milk,
am,
you wouldn't have anything
neither
to
can
steal,
you.
would you?
At least allow me to pretend to steal it, little bird, or I will steal you.
I'm a bit bigger than you. I don't know how you're going to do that.
Do you want me to try?
Not particularly. I quite like not being stolen.
Well then, let me steal the milk.
Okay, so we're going to leave milk out for you, but we're going to pretend like we're not leaving the milk out for you, so you can take the milk. But
You
it can't be
can't
too
tell
easy.
me!
But it can't be too
If you
difficult.
tell me, it's not stealing anymore!
Right. Okay.
No wonder your friends are always fighting. It wouldn't be a wonder if it was your fault.
Why is it my fault if two other people are fighting? That's between them.
Oh, that's how you're... Oh, I would have thought you'd be kinder. Well then.
Okay. Bye, strange cat. Very judgmental cat. For someone who steals our milk.
The Clapauterget is already gone.
Yeah, waddles downstairs, gets to the door, has to close the wings again to get through the door. And down the stairs.
I think Dahlia at this point has made her way into the living area. Is just looming at the end of the bed. Like, she doesn't necessarily try to wake Matt, she just sort of stands there for a while.
She is lying out, like, you know how in in the stereotypical cartoon, someone who falls off a building, like, you know, it's that kind of
Yep.
you know, yeah.
She'll give it a minute, see if she wakes, and then if she doesn't, we'll sort of crouch down and with a thumbnail we'll... Is she wearing like shoes?
No, she's wearing a sock.
She will pull her thumbnail up sort of the sole of her foot to try and wake her.
It is a this is something that, like, you always attempt, but like you never kind of fully get out of the immediate knee-jerk reaction of wide-eyed burst, high frequency breathing, and a one hand behind your head and the other with a knife to your throat, and oh, T, let go and kind of spring back, almost kind of crouching. She has like, you know, a tank top on, and is just in her panties otherwise, with the one sock. And she puts the knife down, and I'm sorry, I had one of those dreams again, and ow.
Should I reschedule our argument in for later?
Oh no,
Madeline,
I tried. All right, I tried.
I accept the trying, but this is a repeating action.
Isn't it better this time?
It is better, I will give you that, yes. However, the kitchen is a mess.
I don't remember that.
Would you like to come with me?
It's whatever the fuck time it is. I am not. Fine, you old biddy. And she'll mumble and she'll get up.
She will sort of wait until they're both sort of together, and then we'll kind of lead off to the kitchen. I'm not angry.
Yeah, that's definitely, yeah, you don't sound angry at all, dear.
No, it's not anger. It's a slight amount of disappointment and mostly frustration.
Fuck. All right, like, fine. Let me just pull on fucking shorts.
I'll clean it. You sort yourself out from whatever dream you've been having, and we can discuss this later. Yes?
She'll have hopped off. She'll have been hopping into some shorts, and she would fuck. I'll help you clean. All right. I'm sure it's not. Oh.
Yes.
You walk into the kitchen, and I'm already there, and I've cast some travel magic to clean up the kitchen. As you see, small trains going around and picking things up, and with like rails that lead into the storage areas they're meant to go in, or the bin.
As much as I love this picture, Callum, I would love to remind you that casting magic in this world has a cost.
Yeah.
Small things like cleaning the kitchen.
Even small things. It's not a. You have to burn something if you want warmth, even if it's just a candle.
Oof. Oof.
Oh.
God damn.
I hate this game. It's stupid.
But allow me to tell you something, because even though the two of them are able to reach out, you can hear the coldness in the later in Dahlia's voice. And you have seen this one too many times. They will meet up later. They will talk civilized. They will try again. It, as the cat says, it's a merry-go-round that goes down. And right now you have the possibility to maybe break the cycle. If you find that one of the you are here as a mediator. If the three of you find out that one of you is correct, the winner draws a wisdom card. If the stars, if our little bird figures out the real reason for this fight, they will draw a wisdom card. If either one of you storms out during the conversation, well, something else happens.
Well, I had a very interesting conversation with a cat. They've been lodging complaints.
Lodging complaints.
Yeah. Madeline, the one thing they tidied, they shouldn't have done it.
And what did I do this time? I'm
Put the
sure
milk
that
away.
thieving cat. What?
You put the milk away. The cat normally steals the milk, and you put it away, so they couldn't do it. And they came upstairs and had a go at me in riddles.
Oh, cats.
So what I think we can take away from this is we appreciate the effort, However, it doesn't seem like your skill set specifically designed around clean up messes. So,
Kitchens.
or kitchens, or yourself,
Yes, I
or your
am
trauma.
clear that I do make a bit of an
Maybe you are just a
mess.
mess, and you by
Oh,
personifying that mess around the
how
space.
very observant of you,
I know.
little
Close your eyes,
crow.
mate. No, not a crow.
What are you calling yourself today? What
Definitely
other
not little crow or
nonsense
crow.
name? No, definitely not
No.
crow.
No.
All right.
So
Did pain in my arse stick, or did that not go
no,
well
it
with
won't.
the crowd?
Oh.
All
I
right.
think we're getting somewhat off topic from the original conversation point, if I may.
Oh, that was not my intention at all.
I wasn't blaming you. Right.
That's all right. I'll take the blame on that one.
Wonderful.
So I
Oh,
think we can come to an understanding here. You just can't use the kitchen. Seems like the simple solution here.
I will take that under advisement. I'm sure I can try and be nice in some other way.
or perhaps do not go into the kitchen after drinking.
We can't stop you from drinking as much as we'd like to, because that would like maybe fix at least half of our problems. But we realise that it's a core feature of your character. And like, I'm not here to judge you for that.
Little Dove,
No,
you're
not at all.
rambling, perhaps a little meanly.
A little. All right, fine. I shall not enter the kitchen after I am consumed a few.
All right. She will sort of stand herself up properly, will sort of fix her kind of veil from earlier from when she was grabbed, and will hold a hand out.
Dahlia, good morning. We'll take a hand.
Good morning. Line in the sand drawn. Try again tomorrow. Yes?
Do we have any sand? I didn't know we had sand in the kitchen.
It's a metaphor, bird.
We can get some sand.
It might make it happy.
What is your nesting material generally?
Rooftops.
Bullshit, perhaps.
There are no bulls here. I've not seen any, at least.
Does no one get metaphors here? Gods.
Again, keep on saying this word, but like, I think you're saying it wrong. It's not metaphor. They're not. It's not a coat of fur.
Do you caw one way and have other birds judge you for your caw?
No, because I speak.
Right. Don't remind me.
Don't we talk to other birds? I'm made of metal. I think.
She'll reach out and just see what noise it
Sounded like
makes.
wood to me. You know, I don't know. I felt like wood. So maybe I'm wood today. Metal
Dawn
sounds
resonance.
like this.
Listen, all right? I'm sat at a wood table next to a hollow wall.
Whatever it is, I'm sure it's dense.
Do you two want to have the argument and get it over and done with?
Are we having an argument?
No,
I didn't know about that. I wasn't on my schedule.
No, you're doing that thing where you both simmer. You're both simmering, and you're going to reach the boiling point, and I'd rather it not happen when I'm in the middle of my morning tea. So,
A
if you
pretty
want to
high
get it
boiling
over and
point.
done with.
I'm made of metal, as we've discussed earlier.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right.
Blast off.
So,
That's you only do a 5 count for him.
oh no, I try to keep them shorter when I'm in the middle of a conversation.
Oh, right. Yes, the compassionate one. Yes.
I love
Oh no, I just
compassion.
I rather get conversations over and done with quickly, which is why I'm suggesting you both get your melancholies out now. Go out into the garden if you must.
Do we have melancholies in the garden? I didn't know we were
We have
growing
at least
those.
we have at least 3.
Okay.
They're
Goes
just
out into
right
the
next
garden
to
to go and harvest some melancholies.
right next to Furies, darling.
Also goes looking for furies.
Look, D, I'm sorry. This keeps happening. But as you said, line drawn. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Perhaps I shall make breakfast.
That yes, I don't know if that blob qualifies as anything. I think I was attempting a pancake.
It's definitely something.
You are kind sometimes, and you don't need to be, D, and I appreciate it. And she will kind of clap you on the back and go and change into her usual what was it, athleisure aesthetic.
I don't feel like the mood in the room has lightened. I don't think the problem has actually been faced, has it? It's just the same thing again. You are dancing around each other, taking big friendly steps over all the follies you have, while not noticing that the further you dance, the more prone you are to falling.
Well, whoever learned a lesson from their history.
So,
Historians? Is that a job?
allow me to re-ask the question that was attached to the Two of Cups, which is the card you drew. Did you find out if, with the help of your stars, if either the old soul or the wild heart are right? Did you solve the conflict, or did the stars in fact find out the deeper problem, the real reason why they are fighting?
The wild heart did agree to a compromise.
Yes, a compromise. But you did run away from what's inside you again.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Callum, do you think your little Sterling knows the real reason for this fight?
Maybe. I feel like they think it's to do with like Madeline's like inability to like sort stuff out in general, and it just kind of manifests in the kitchen, and that like Dahlia would like the kitchen to be clean, but also would kind of like Madeline to not be as much of a mess, but can't really do anything about it. So like I think that's what's causing it, but like I don't know. I could be misunderstanding the situation. And maybe it's actually about, I don't know, milk?
I would take that as a no.
Right, so that's not
And no,
what the problem is. Cool.
do you truly believe that that's the problem?
The milk or the mess?
The mess.
I truly think that Madeline is in a bad way and we can't fix that. So instead, we're just criticizing every little mess they leave behind.
Well, then I will allow you, or I will draw a wisdom card for you. And I want you to write down which one it is.
Oh dear. Yeah, hello.
You drew the Seven of Pentacles, which means you now do own 7 wisdom points.
7 of what?
Wisdom points.
The 7 of
Pentacles.
You will-
Pentacles.
Yeah. You will probably need those later.
7 wisdom points. Cool.
Like tentacles, but with a P.
That is how
Also
I'm doing it.
known as the 7 of coins. Coin like
Coins-
grind, but
coins
with a
make sense.
C.
Coins make sense. You say a coin, I know what a coin is. You say a pentacle, I've got no fucking idea what a pentacle is. What the fuck's a pentacle? I'm gonna Google it.
A round thing with a star inside.
Mhm.
Right.
Which means you solved your first challenge. Congratulations, dear strays. You didn't break apart at the first inconvenience.
Oh, I thought it was called pentagrams. Oh. It's a synonym.
How do you all of how do you all continue this day?
I spend most of my day in the garden trying to find melancholies and furies, things we do not have in the garden.
Oh. Dahlia will take a little bit of time cleaning the kitchen. Will pre-cook some like dinner and breakfast items and leave them in the fridge. And then I think we'll try and find somewhere quiet to sit on the street just to people watch.
Oh, people are watching. No, you're not the only one. Like, most of the windows are not really closable anymore, but you see like blankets draped across the windowsills and people just propping up their elbows, looking out, seeing what's going on. The city is nosy after all.
I would have finished changing. I would have come out. She would have helped Dahlia with the cleanup, and she would have eaten her breakfast. And after she'd finished all of the pre-cooking, she would have cleaned what was used in all of the pre-cooking. She would have had that conversation with Dee. I know you'd be hankering for the streets. I'll deal with the cleanup. Go on.
Thank you. Sorry. And she just
She was about to start, and she leaves again, and she will clean all of the things a little angrier than she could have been. and I think then she would. I don't know what. Is it a park?
Yeah,
We
you told me
established
there is
two
a park.
parts in session 1.
Yeah,
Oh, oh. I think she wouldn't head to the theme park. She's not in that mood. She'd go for the park. Uh, yeah, she'd
However,
go to the
we're
park.
coming up on our first hour, so I'm going to have to run an ad break.
Ah,
So maybe let's have a quick 5-minute break, uh,
yeah.
and then we can pick that back up. Is that okay, Bart?
absolutely. Fine with me.
Lovely.
Woo.
We'll be back in 5 minutes. Enjoy some lovely, lovely ads.
And a warning this time? We're not getting
Nope.
a warning this time.
No, no warning. What are
No,
warnings? Those don't exist.
There was no warning.
I have to go back. We
Welcome
went
back,
back. I
everyone.
don't know what to tell you.
I hope everybody has had a wonderful little break. So the last we left off, I believe, our pure heart and our wild spirit went out to the community garden that our strays have found and called their own to look for melancholies and metaphors.
No. I know we don't have any metaphors, but I'm looking for furies and melancholies.
Furies
Which
and
I'm
melancholies.
assuming are like cauliflowers, but I don't know what they look like.
I mean, we are in a city somewhere in between. Who says you can't find any?
I didn't plant any. I wanted to
Yeah.
They might have just shown up in my garden, but I didn't plant them there.
A melancholy is a weed that's hard to get rid of.
That's sad.
Talking about sad, Dahlia. You said you wanted to sit a bit outside, watch the city, see the lives of the other people go by, right?
Yeah.
No
I
need to be.
think.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay.
And you hear the other two in the garden. And you hear them arguing what might or might not be a melancholy, and you're pretty sure, no, that's a daisy. That's not a melancholy, that's a daisy.
It's a melon, and it's slightly discoloured, so I assume it's a melancholy.
Oh, bud.
And you hear the wild spirit teaching the pure heart. For a moment, you wonder what you're here for. You see all those people walk by, and it's so wonderful to see them. But it also hurts. It's like as if you were an actor that never got on stage, and now you're just filled with this yearning for what you see, but never can have again. Am I right?
Yeah, I think she sort of sits herself down on the doorstep. It's one of her favorite places to be. The door slightly closed behind her to stop the cold getting in, even though I'm not even sure there's a sense of temperature. And for a moment, she distinctly remembers sitting and watching, doing the exact same thing, but the scale was so much different. In the span of a minute or two, there would be life, death, marriage, funeral. There would be someone figuring out that they're loved for the first time. There would be someone suffering their very first heartbreak. She would see the beginnings of streams and the ends of lives. And now she's just people watching. She's seeing people discard coffee cups and leave them on the sideboard. And for a second, this street is her whole entire world.
Mm-hmm.
And she's wondering how she fits in here.
And you watch the city, and even see, it is one thing to have a cat that says, I want to steal because it's fun, but the Klabauter cat is one of you. She's a cat. She will come by. But you see the people in front of you, the clothes hugging their stick figures, their thin, long fingers. Like somebody discards a coffee cup and the next person quickly picks it up, looking if there might be a drop of coffee left, maybe something they can use. And then this person puts the coffee cup down, and the next person picks it up because they can use it, because they probably have a leak in their ceiling, or maybe they don't have enough cups, and maybe for anything, maybe they just found a dry spot below a bridge, and it's heartbreaking to see that. You know what I mean? And if it would be in your power, it would be so easy. It wouldn't even be a snap of your. It would merely be a thought. You could change it all, but you can't anymore. And that's not a new thought. This is not a new sensation. This is something that has been keeping you awake for quite some time. It takes your sleep. It drains you because you know what you're capable of. You know it. You summoned the world into existence, and now you're sitting here and you cleaned the kitchen, and that almost took so much out of you that you don't know how you to survive the rest of the day. And you've been staying close to the others, you have been watching out, but these thoughts about what could have been, what happened, they're getting more and more, and they're, how come that even in this world where everything is lost, you are on your own again?
I think some days, almost some nights, she will go out and sit on the doorstep again. The memories that people have of her, the one thing that keeps her tethered here is never good. It's nothing fond. It is either the gods who tricked her, or it is those who hate that she left them. So any sort of the marionette strings that keep her attached to this world are sour. And I think some days she wishes they'd just forget. I think she'd prefer the peace and quiet.
Magpie, because you drew the Seven of Wands, I either need you to discard a wisdom card. And since you don't have a wisdom card, you feel a tiny something inside you. It's not even breaking. It's just letting go of maybe a hope or a dream you had. Something small that you're quite sure you will never get back. Oh, I need you to strike a source. I'm very sorry about that.
Strike what, sorry?
I need you to strike a source.
Source.
What you are. Either a part of your story or one of your attributes.
I may go what she uses to keep going. I had it that she uses spite to keep her going onwards. I'm going to get rid of that.
What uses spite if all you end up is just tiredness? Who are you trying to prove anything to?
She's walking around down a road with no destination.
Well, that was the Seven of Wands for you. Madeline and our little bird without a name. What do you think? How long does it take you to realize that Dahlia is gone?
Great question. I think it took me at least an hour to stop looking for the plants that I didn't have. And then I kind of wander back inside, take a look around and go, huh, Alia's not here. And I know that Dahlia likes to sit on the step, so I waddle outside. And they're not there.
Yeah.
They haven't left a note, which feels like something they might do. So then I waddle back to Madeline and go, Did Dahlia say that they were going somewhere?
She doesn't answer for a second because she's staring at grass where it's empty grass, but she sees feet pressing down into young grass that should have but never did. And she's a
Well-
little lost in that for a second. But she will. What do you mean?
Well, I went back into the kitchen in the living area and she wasn't there. And I went to the step she likes to sit on, and she wasn't there.
She usually leaves a note.
That's what I thought, but I didn't see a note.
She'll take a look back at the grass, which is now just normal grass. She will get up.
I know the
Right.
grass is always greener on the other side, but I'm trying my best. Growing grass is really difficult.
Doing a decent job at it, but right, let's go look for the. For
Right.
her.
Over my wings, I'd like to fly up into the sky and see if I could find her.
I think I have to reload real quick because I can't hear any of you anymore. Give me a second.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Ah, now you're back. Wonderful.
All right.
You
Gonna
take
fly.
off to the skies. Between the broken skyscrapers and what might have been churches to long forgotten faiths. Somewhere where, at a certain height, the mist gets so thin that you might even catch a tiny bit of sunlight on your form. You would be able to feel it if you weren't made out of stone, but maybe you'll find a way to feel it still. Dahlia, you wandered off without any destination, so I want you to roll. I said wouldn't want to need to roll dice, but let's do it. I need you to roll a d4, and Callum, I need
D4?
you to roll a d4 too. Yeah.
God, I didn't get any die out. You said that we were going to get dice. You lied to me.
I got a 2.
I've been betrayed.
All right.
Get used to it.
Oh no! The existential horror of having to use dice.
In a role-playing game.
What? Got a 4.
So while Dahlia takes off towards the east, you take off towards the west. I mean,
Am I following the bird?
that's your decision. Are you following the bird?
Not at all.
Do you want to roll a d4 too and see in which direction you take off to?
Yeah, why not? That's a 4.
You do follow the bird.
I'm not following you. I'm just going in the same direction.
Yeah, by chance.
Yeah, but I'm faster. So you'll be behind me, which means if we're going in the same direction, you'll technically be following me.
Fly on, little bird.
Dahlia, do you have any idea where your feet might be carrying you?
I think she would be searching for. I think she'd be looking for one of the churches. Not necessarily to find any sort of gods there. She knows they exist and she knows they don't necessarily listen. She knows that it's very much a one-way phone line. It's mostly to sit in a place that knows the echoes of faith, to find somewhere where people in the past have congregated and have believed, because that stuff sticks to the walls. It sort of clings itself into the brickwork and you can feel it. And even though it is not a sort of psalm sung to her, it still feels a bit of a comfort. You can see sort of in the little graveyard outside that there are sort of leavings of wool where her scarf has sort of begun to unravel a little bit further, and then leads into the doorway. And she is sat sort of semi cross-legged on the stairs that lead down from the altar, looking out into the pews. And for a little while she can see the ghosts that would have worshipped her.
Would have. Would have. There are no pictures of any gods in these churches because the pictures of these gods that might have been there got burned out when the church was forgotten. So you don't even know, maybe this has been your church. It could have been. You don't know. You will never know. I have one question to you, and it is a hard question, a question most of us can't even ask ourselves when we look into the mirror. Dahlia's looking for people who believe in her. Does she believe in herself?
She believes in what she can do, but she's not really sure who she is. And it's hard to believe in a ghost.
Even if it's able to move some things around in this little place. It's cold inside of this little church. A cold that lingers and makes your fingers numb, makes it hard to crochet and to knit. I believe the other two just get a feeling that they might be wrong. They must have, at least, because if Dahlia would have gone this way, they would have found one of the strings of her scarf. There is no wool anywhere to be seen, aside of a sheep and another sheep who both look exactly the same and start arguing about who of them is the true Dolly.
Can I first of all, to the two dollies, I'm just going to kind of first lean down next to them and right. Apologies for disturbing this wonderful inquisition that you seem to be having, but what if you're both clones?
They look at you, they look at each other, they look at you, panicked, and start
It's
running
all
away.
right. Nothing matters.
What? Do I overhear this from the sky?
You're welcome to.
Lots of things matter. Don't listen to them.
But if I'm me and she's me, but I'm not me, and she's me, but I'm she, and
You,
Are there any,
you are
are there any
still
differences
you,
between the two of you?
darlings.
Like, are you sure
You're
you're
still
identical?
you.
Because, like, you can't see yourself unless you've got a mirror. So, like, there might be things about you, each other that, like, are actually different. And maybe it's not that you're clones, it's just that you're two similar people, but not the same.
you're the mirror. No, you're the mirror. No, you're the mirror.
Neither of you are mirrors. You're dollies. And you're not even dollies because where's the camera body?
They look at you very confused.
Bird
as the DM,
throwing
though,
a
I
theater
pull my
cinema
head for you. That's a
camera.
great. That's a great wordplay.
You're still both you, darlings.
Like, lots of good things come in pairs, like shoes and socks. Lots of feet related things because you got two of those most of the time.
We don't have
Gloves,
feet.
things
We
for your
don't have
hands.
feet.
Yeah, but okay, that's a fair point. What's it matter?
And
You've got different names. What's your name and what's your name?
Donnie, Donnie.
How's that spelled? How's it spelled? Like, are they both the same spelling, or is like one with one L and the other with two L's?
They start arguing about who gets the second L.
Well, maybe rather than like trying to define yourself by the other, you should just define yourself by yourself. It's nice to meet you, Dolly. It's also nice to meet you, Dolly. But like, I can tell that you're two different people just from looking at you.
Yeah, but she's an imposter. No, she's an imposter. No, she's an imposter.
You're not trying to be the same person, are you? Because like, if you were trying, that would be when there's an imposter. An imposter can't exist unless one is pretending to be the other. And you're not trying to pretend to be each other. You're just trying to be yourselves. Therefore, no imposter.
I think you broke them, darling.
It's a real simple equation here.
They start to talk again, but instead you hear a whoo, and they look up and vanish. Like they run away, as do a lot of different other people that are on the streets right now.
I think that went really well.
Woo!
Do we know what that is?
That's
That
an owl,
sounds
isn't it?
like an owl.
It's one half of a pair. I just talked about it. Owls come in pairs. Did you know that an owl call is usually actually two owls communicating with each other, which makes this really sad because that's just one owl and there's no one who's responding to him.
Hmm. Let's go. We need to find Dahlia.
Or maybe the owl have seen them. I'm going to go and talk to the owl and ask him. I'd like to fly in the direction of the owl hoot.
The owl hoot is coming your direction,
Right?
and it's not only flying; it's flying towards you and keeps flying, and seems to have it out for your home.
Yeah, they're flying towards our place. I'm gonna go fly and talk to them. Excuse me, Mix Owl.
The
You got a moment to
owl
chat?
lands and turns his head 180 degree, like the bag is still towards you, but he's like,
Got a moment to talk?
"Ooh,
That's a great question. I haven't figured that bit out yet.
Oh,
You can call me. Let's try Squig.
Maybe a better question is why, rather than who.
Can't fly. You're not here. Get on the floor.
no, the owl landed, standing in
Oh.
front of your home. Well, my dears, I was sent from the parliament because somebody, well, I have the suspicion that you might be, how to say this, keeping improper things here.
What kind of improper
You
things?
should not own all you are keeping from us. We must know. We must know everything, you know. Ooh.
Oh, have you heard the rumors about the melancholy? I didn't
right.
believe them either.
No, but we were told that you had some melancholies and some furies here, and those are taxable. You do know that.
I wasn't aware that they were taxable because I wasn't growing any intentionally. So
It's
like
a weed. It grows in gardens. It grows in hearts. It grows everywhere. How can it be taxed? Who are you? What parliament?
The parliament of owls, aren't they? They're in charge.
Is it a new
Look,
one?
it's got a high vis jacket on. Of course, they're in charge.
We don't want to cause any trouble, but yet.
Right. So, like, okay. In terms of tax laws, what other plants are taxable?
It's not the plant, it is the feeling, and we were told there was a lot of melancholy coming from here.
Melancholy's a feeling. That's why it wasn't in my garden. Right. I see.
There was a lot coming from here.
Did you get reported to by a cat by chance?
Oh, that is in fact something our old soul is supposed to tell us. Oh no, the pure heart with gives the official name and detail. No. If you say it was a cat, then it was a cat. And Magpie, I wouldn't need you to know what raised their suspicion. What made the olds come here?
Ooh. I don't know. Do you mean what the crime is, or
No, what was the trail that got them here? Not just the person, but like, what are they looking for? What is it they want to collect as a tax?
I think this is going to sound really silly. So, you know, like in Monsters Inc., where screaming is energy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's a similar vibe in that feelings are energy, and the owls have taxes on if something leaves too much of a trail. They have to chase it down and collect on it.
So what pulled the owl here? What is it that the little Klabauter cat found out?
The arguments every morning, there is too much anger.
Of course.
It never gets spent. It never gets let out. It just boils.
And I mean, if you have such a grand saving of anger inside of you, you see, we just want to help you. Woo! It's not healthy to accumulate such a grand amount of wealth.
Counseling? Is that like a service that the government offers?
Something akin to it.
What's akin to counseling?
Well, it seems like if you have too much of something, we just take it.
Right.
Oop.
That sounds like stealing.
And we
We've already had
distribute
this
it to
conversation about
those who
stealing with
need
his cat.
it. Which cat?
Cat has been stealing our milk.
The Klabauter.
The Kabouter cat. Well, we do not trade in milk, do we?
Do you trade in feelings? How do you feel about course?
Horse.
Yeah.
A good cause gives you a drive, but why would you ask?
No. Course. When something feels coarse.
Horse.
Like
Like
sandpaper.
that's not the most efficient emotion. It is a feeling, not an emotion.
Right, because you said feelings a second ago, and now you're saying emotions. All right, I'm just trying to get the rules cleared, so you know what's taxable or not. It feels like your code needs some like I don't
You can
maybe.
read all about our code if you come to the Parliament of Owls. We are open between 11 and 11. Feel free to drop by. We do take, in fact, offer internships if you're interested.
I am never working for any government again. If you think you can take my anger, I would welcome it.
But we don't have any anger on us right now, as you can see. There's clearly no anger here. Why would there be any anger here? Isn't that right, Madeline?
She will grind her teeth.
Well, I'm sure I will find whatever it was. Don't mind me. I'm just
So
swooping around.
you know, feeling anger. How do you like detect
I don't.
it? You don't feel anger at all.
No.
Right. But how do you detect other people feeling anger?
I taste it.
What's it taste like?
Burnt cinnamon.
Right. Cool. Well, yeah, we'll tot some T's and cross some I's, and we'll get back to you with our anger payment if we double check our stuff and find we've got some.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
One of us who has
Wonderful doesn't begin with a H.
more,
I'm sorry to inform you, it begins with a W.
one of us who has a little more anger than the others is missing right now. Do you know where she is? Governmental figure.
Oh, she's the one with the anger. Well, I can
Oh, you did that
try.
for? what have you done that for?
I'm trying
I've
to
just spent the
find
last 5
Dahlia.
minutes trying to make him avoid the topic of conversation.
I want to find her. She is missing, bird.
I was going to use the hint. I'll try and taste burnt cinnamon in the air to follow the trail. And now you just...
Now, my question as the voice of the city, is Dahlia actually angry?
I don't think it's anger. I think it is
Slight disappointment
yeah.
and a bit of frustration.
Hey, this way, if the owl finds her for us, it does the work. All right, we don't have to. It's the government. They have to do something, after all.
They're your friend. Your friend is like partly your responsibility, not all your responsibility. You shouldn't take all the responsibilities of your friends, but you should have a little bit of it. And maybe like we could fix it. You know?
And that's what I'm trying to do, Bird. She's
Giving
missing.
the
We have to
responsibility
find
to
her.
some random owl who wants to steal emotions.
Oh, and you two want to tell me that you two don't have a lot of anger. I will take it into my notes. Don't mind me. Have a wonderful day. And the owl just floofs up and takes flight.
I don't know if we can pay that.
I never said I don't have anger.
Don't tell him that. I'll come back and steal it.
It's what governments do, isn't it?
Yeah, so you don't tell him you've got it. You lie.
They lie.
I thought you were good
They
at lying.
lied.
Why are you doing this?
Sometimes people don't have to lie.
This is the specific moment where you lie.
While you are you're arguing, have fun with the arguing. Dahlia, I don't think the church was very far away, was it?
No, she spent more time sitting than walking.
Well, from time to time you have, when you have a trail following you around, trail of morning and a trail of wool, and sometimes the wool draws little creatures, and you see them hopping and rolling out of the old forgotten corners and from below the benches. And a small swarm of dust bunnies collects around you and wriggle their small ears.
I love them. This is Molly talking. She will go in her pocket and she will pull out it looks like oats, but it's mostly kind of pocket lint and things that you find in your pocket, like more solid than dust, and she will scatter it out to feed them.
You have a little a little swarm of dust bunnies scattering around you, feeding on the things and the buffs and a bit of lint, and some tiny bit start to fight about a tiny piece of cut string where you connected a new ball of wool to some of your project until they both sink their teeth in it, and the strands just draw apart and both end up with a tiny bit of the string. And that's enough to pull you out of your stupor to hear voices outside of the church. Not even outside, like you believe something is trying to get in through the window? It's not a voice, it's more of a scattering.
She will sort of stand up and kind of back into the shadows. Back. Go on. Be careful. And will sort of dust her hands off to give them any last little pieces of residue, and we'll go and look at the window to see what's outside.
A small girl with black eyes and black hair. She doesn't look Caucasian, but she does look pretty human for this world. Tries to get in through the window.
Just for my picturing, are the windows floor level or is she like up?
She's up. Like she's trying to get into the first floor.
Oh, she will try and find a chair or something to stand on. We'll drag it sort of towards the window, and we'll kind of pop out a piece of the stained glass, and then we'll pop out another piece and pop out another piece, and just, are you all right?
The owls are coming. I saw one just a bit far away, like that way. And she points towards the direction where your home is. They were fighting, and then they tried to take away they were fighting with a bird and a girl, and I.
Could you take me to them? Could you take me to the people?
I try. You blink, and the girl in front of you is a boy that looks right out of a little Swedish comic book.
Right. Come along then, and she'll hold her hand out.
The child climbs in with you, pulls you out the back, and you two follow the trail you left. And you don't hear the argument of the owl and your friends, but you do hear the argument of your friends in front of everybody watching out of the windows on the streets, just watching them. And you see the shadow of an owl leaving. And you know that the city is desperately poor. And if word got around that you might have more than you are supposed to have, it could be trouble.
Yes, I know. She'll kind of wait until she's closer to the other two and just. Could we perhaps take this inside?
Back? Where have you been?
I
Went looking
followed
for
where
you,
my
but we
feet took
couldn't
me.
find you.
Sorry, I'm used to being traceable.
You usually leave a note, Dee.
Sorry, I wasn't necessarily in the headspace to write.
That's all right. Listen, we're not mad. We're concerned.
Oh no, everything's neutral.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got some bad news for you then, because the council have been round and they're looking for some anger.
Because apparently we have too much.
I didn't have any before it arrived, and now I've got lots. Yeah.
Right.
That usually happens with governments.
Yes, they're awful for paperwork. See, back when I was younger, we had no paperwork. Things just went by.
You have
You'd
trees
discuss
though.
things.
You have tree
Yes?
work.
Oh no, we just discussed things civilly. The things actually happened.
Right.
How are you both feeling now?
I'm a lot more relieved now you're here.
I'm feeling better.
Okay. Well, perhaps we ought to go and figure out exactly what's going on with these owls, yes?
Right. Yeah. I've been trying to think about what to do without that.
They're looking for anger.
Is it
They're
true
taxing
though?
it.
And you turn around and there's just a small black boy standing in front of you. Like, do you have things to share?
What do you need? I've got some food to share if you want it.
I take it.
Right.
I
If
don't
you
think
stay
you
right
want
there,
any of the anger.
I'll fly to the garden and pick some things that will be edible.
When you come back, you find the most red-headed Irish girl you've ever seen in all your lives.
Is this the same person
In
who
the
was here a
garden?
minute ago?
Oh yeah, it's me.
Changed drastically. Not that I'm against it. I just would like you to know in case you didn't know.
Huh?
You've changed drastically since I flew up and came back down again.
Yeah, I know.
Great. Cool. Just checking that you knew that. Here's some food.
Where did we pick this one up, Dee?
Oh, I was at the church.
Which church? There's lots of churches.
Oh, The one where you walk through the main doorway and it makes you feel cold on the back of your neck.
I don't. I'm always cold
So-
and made of metal.
Hmm.
Wouldn't that
Has-
mean that you're warm when the sun comes out?
You seen the sun round here?
Or if you're sitting in front of a fire?
I don't tend to sit in front of fires.
This
I
tends
guess
to
I would
keep me
heat
rather
up.
warm.
What is it that you brought the little child?
Just like a little package of like carrots, corn on the cob, cucumber, just like little its and bits and bobs, stuff that you wouldn't have to cook to eat.
The child takes the package, like lifts it, like you see their face. It lifts the package, and the next time you see their face, it's a whole different face again.
Bye, small child / lots of children.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Hmm?
She will give her she will give the memory, the child, the memory of her last sweet laughter. I think you need that more than I do.
And for one moment, you don't see one child or many. You see, it would be an eldritch abomination if it wouldn't be radiating such warmth, as besides the first face that's on front right now, a second face appears, and the next one, and it almost wraps around their whole feature, like a Janos head, but thousands and thousands of them. And you see it just for 1 second as all of them mirror back that sweet laughter that you just gifted them. And then you blink and it's something between a boy and a girl, but it's a girl. And you know that girl, you saw it back in the mirror quite a few years ago. It's been a long time since you've seen that girl.
I think she'd furiously wipe her away at her eyes and give a quick nod and go into the house.
I won't forget you. I won't forget her, even if you do.
No reply.
So I use forgetting who?
Don't you worry.
Okay. Enjoy your food.
And
I give out food every Friday.
I'll tell everybody. And
Don't tell the council.
the child runs away into the next dark alleyway.
Bye, small child / children. They are nice.
Yes. Well, they came to warn me about the owls. Maddie?
She's walked inside.
Oh, have we followed or?
I've not followed.
Oh, she will follow, and then we'll just sort of go looking for her.
I think you'll find her in the kitchen, looking at the bottle of alcohol, but not going towards it.
Do you want to talk about what just happened?
Sorry, I barely heard you.
Did you want to talk about what just happened?
What happened? I gave the kid something that it should have.
All right. All right. You
Do you
know,
want to tell me what happened at the church?
so we have glasses in the kitchen, and you know that they're used for drinking. We keep a washer. We know it's to make things clean again. Everything in this world has a purpose, even down to trinkets. Things that seem so indiscriminately useless, but they have little uses. They bring little pieces of joy. I've lost mine somewhere. I think I was trying to find it. That's all.
That does seem sounds. That does sound like something that needs to be looked for. Honestly,
Perhaps not right now. Yes. There is dinner to make, and there are things to tidy, and there is a mountain of washing.
she will listen to this and look back to the bottle and then step back, like, closing the door to the cupboard where the bottle was.
Now,
Right.
as you start
Later.
to get a grip on your home, on yourselves, on your lives, doing the things you have to do every day, there's still one question that looms in the air that you're all aware of. The city is unbelievably nosy, so everybody around here must have heard what the owls said. And even if they didn't hear, words travel fast and far. You are loved in your community. Well, not especially. Sometimes, on Fridays especially, you are very loved. But if people start snooping around your sanctuary and ask questions about your supposed riches, that could lead to trouble. What do you want to do to restore your good standing, or at least put an end to this whole distraction?
I've got a plan. Got a genius plan, boys. With a gender neutral. The owl said doesn't feel anger, right? But what if we could prove that the owls felt anger?
How do you make an owl angry?
You go to the government and you talk nonsense at them for an unprecedented amount of time until they get so angry they have a go at you.
What if they can't feel anger and you're the one who ends up angry and proving their point?
I'm not angry. I'm funny.
No, I think you're onto something. We do something that would make us laugh. We stage a play, something funny, for the Parliament of Owls, and we make them so frustrated.
Yeah, that's sort of my idea.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
Great. Yeah.
I thought that we could just pay our fair amount of taxes.
Ah. Yeah, but you've got all the anger. So are you just going to happy give it away to the owls? Because it sounded really sinister the way they said it. Like it wasn't a nice thing that happens.
I would like to give up my anger, but I don't know if I'm there yet. All right, it's not like I have any better plans.
I would say we'd vote on it, but there's 3 of us and 2 of us like the plan.
Right.
But if you don't want to be involved, we're happy with you standing out. Isn't that right? We're not forcing you to do anything you don't want to do.
No, this is a fair democracy.
Yep.
If the both of you think that it is going to solve our problem,
I don't
who
think
am
it
I to say
will.
no?
I want to try it.
You just want to piss off the owls.
I mean, yeah, I think it'd be funny. And I think they said they don't feel anger, but if we can prove they do, they got to start taxing themselves.
I wonder what
Oh,
emotion. Sorry.
I don't know if governments are capable of not being hypocrites. They are the government. They don't have to do anything that they don't want to.
Alternative plan. If people are jealous about our anger, we could invite them to share anger outside of the government building as like a collective action.
Now, that sounds something more that I can put my fuel into.
You can start the fire. Metaphorical fire. I don't think arson's the answer here. Not the first answer, anyway.
Arson?
I don't know if I've met
Where's
a
Arson
fire
live?
like
Does he
that.
live next to Charleston?
Oh, no. Arson is the act of setting something alight on fire.
Oh, sorry.
It doesn't work as a name for you, darling.
No, I don't like arson.
Mm.
Also, we're due to go to an ad break.
Yeah, we should probably go to an ad break.
We'll
be back.
We should take a break.
We'll be back.
Bye.
Welcome back, everybody.
And we even got a warning this time that we might be back.
Character development. Wow.
I was going to go 1, 2, 3, and then on the 3 go into it, so you didn't know what was going to happen. But no.
Oh,
Crime.
Callum, you do care.
Not enough. So what plan do you want to do? I think both plans have got legs.
At this point, even though I adore your plan, I do want to remind you of the mechanics of this game. You can do basically anything. You can either fall prey to a folly and fail this challenge. You can solve a problem with wisdom. For that, you would need at least triple the challenge card's value in wisdom points.
Challenge cards value?
4 of coins we are currently, so you would need 12.
How much wisdom does everyone else have?
None.
Oh, well, great. I think we're gonna have to follow it.
Or you could use true magic.
So
Wait,
what is
what
the
can I give up?
cost?
Oh,
What
no,
is
no,
the
I've got a really funny bit.
okay?
Oh no.
But
What would I
also
have to give
remember,
up?
we're not we have to hoard what we have as long as we can, because if we lose all of these things, or if, like, yeah, the game ends, the
Yeah,
city
but
ends.
if we folly and we fail, something bad will happen.
And we might get wisdom for future.
If you want to fail it, go ahead and fail it then.
Each and every you decides for themselves what you want to do, and if you want to fail, which folly you fall victim to, only one of you needs to cast some true magic. It only
What
needs
is,
one sacrifice.
you know, I would like to use my true magic. I will give up. She would have. I will give up the ending,
Your ending.
because that ending is something that I think she is maybe starting to see a path beyond.
Would you do me a favor and remind our audience of what your ending was supposed to be?
Mired in guilt and resentment and anger and self loathing, she would have become shut in and drank herself to death.
This will no longer be the ending of your story, but instead you will be a story without an end, a fight and a transformation that will never find its conclusion.
If I give up the ending itself, right?
Yeah.
Then I will instead give up the beginning.
What's your beginning?
A a soldier who went out looking to protect innocence and instead killed it.
Feel free to burn it up, though it might in fact be the one thing that keeps your trigger hand calm from time to time. If you know the terrible thing that can happen, if if you want to forget it.
Think right now the now matters more than the then.
That's fair. So tell me what's your plan. Tell me how the scene unfurls and tell me what happens in the end as you cast that tiny bit of true magic and change the world a tiny bit towards better or worse. We will see.
A lot of the ghosts of the city that were lost, I think she would lead them to the parliament, where she will, as a beacon, like what she, her, yeah, like the sun, she burns, and her anger incites and illuminates the ghosts. And there is a the protest march to end all protest marches, as anger is expressed and it is shared and it is lived. And she will call on the other people and the other stories of the city to join and revel.
Where's the rest of this little group of strays? What are you doing to help this along?
I think Dahlia is going from door to door, trying to get people to open up the windows and doors to listen to sort of what Madeline's doing. She is, if anything, just trying to act as a funnel. She knows that Madeline knows what she's doing, and she trusts her entirely.
Like one of those horrible Karens, I've got up in front of the Senate and I've got a spiel of nonsense to give. Honestly, and with genuine, I think this is just talking about random things that have come to their mind. And it's just trying to filibuster their latest session. But fill it full of nonsense. They're just like, sorry, can you please get to your point? I'm like, I've got lots of points. As you can see, my wings, each one of them got a point at the end because I'm made of metal. And so on, to just disrupt them and give them a bit of a headache. And attempting to get them angry to prove that they also get angry.
You fly ahead and do what is impossible. You get into the room where people are that ask for an internship, and they ask you to speak, and that was the great mistake indeed. And it is a great mistake they will never do again in their lives. As you speak and speak and speak, and by Madeline and Dahlia, the time they need to rally up half of the city until they stand in front of the parliament, singing, rioting, screaming. And in the middle of all of that, Madeline, burning bright as the sun and casting shadows deeper than the city has ever seen before. This has solved the challenge, and I will remove the card from the game. Though I will have you know that the city is in unrest now, and whatever you do might change what the next few challenges have in store.
What we need to do is we need to get a blanket and put it over the city so it can go to sleep.
You're welcome to find a blanket that can smother a whole city, little
A
bird.
weighted blanket.
And now for the most important question. What does your magic do, Madeline? What does it do to the city? What happens when when the last people start to go home? What has changed?
The curiosity, the envy, anything that could have been collecting, no matter how liked we are, in that glorious joining of anger and expressing it while still being civil. I think the tenseness And yeah, I think the tension kind of bleeds out a little, actually, because if people have something to say and they don't have a space to say it and they don't feel heard, then it festers. But in this, with the ghosts soaring around and everyone in the city, whoever came, letting that anger be heard, especially by the Parliament of fucking owls. I think I think those people might go to bed, might dream slightly gentler, less anger, because they were seen
Oh,
and
they
that
were
anger was
seen.
expressed.
They were seen. Uh, the Parliament of Old saw you. The people of the city saw you, and the ghosts saw you. I am pretty sure that whatever happens next will follow that what you have seen today. And it is not melancholy you will find this time festering as a weed. With that, I would like to invite all of us to leave the city in the mist for a bit until next week. We have seen our wonderful strays, how they live, how they struggle, and how they find a way. And I am very grateful for all my wonderful players who are on this wonderful journey with me. And I would like to give them time to shine and throw the spotlight wherever they want to. Magpie, would you like to start?
Oh no, sure. Hi, or goodbye. Um, yeah, I've been Magpie. You can find me on Blue Sky at Antique Horror. What have I got coming up? What am I doing? If anyone is in the same city that our bird friend is from, Liverpool, around the 13th of September, I'll be doing the live show there alongside Science and Sorcery, which is really exciting. Playing like a Monday. What else? I think that's about it. This is the only other place that I am. I've got some comic work coming out, hopefully end of this year, that I can hopefully talk a little bit more about then. But other than that, yes, that's it. That's all I have.
Do you want to go next?
Oh, can I throw it at Callum?
Hello, I've been Callum, and I'll continue to be so. You just won't see or hear me unless you go over to Blue Sky. You can find me at Theatre Callum. You can also find me every other Tuesday on the uh, Panzer's Tables Addy's lovely game of Blades in the Dark, along with Bard. That's all I've got going at the moment that you can care about, because I'm just trying to find work to survive. Um, yep, that's me. I'm gonna popcorn it over to Addy.
Hello, people of the internet. I'm RDMK. You can find me at RDMK on Blue Sky and Instagram and YouTube, and Noonlight Creations on Instagram. Uh, I You can find me here on House of Dreams playing this interestingly nuanced and flavored game. And you can find me at Blades in the Dark at Paint Plants Stables, where we do a Blades in the Dark session, which is getting to showing to be increasingly Ocean's 11, as opposed to
That's
Eldritch
the whole
Horror.
point.
But uh, uh, and you can find me a couple of other places on the internet, but right now I'm too sleepy to think about them. So I think,
Oh,
yeah, I shall say good night. And if you see somebody who needs a hug, give them the hug.
And I have been your voice of the city, your storyteller for tonight. I am the Bard with Many Names. You can find me basically everywhere on the internet as the Bard with Many Names or as Laura Verena Stein. If I'm not here, I'm a German screenwriter and actor and voice actor. You can find me here on Wednesdays playing City of Stray with these wonderful people. You can find me on alternating Tuesdays on Pencil's Tables playing a BDSM sex worker as a spider in said Blades in the Dark game. You will find me at the end of September on Pencil's Tables running a charity one shot about magical girls. So if you feel up to it, I do believe that that casting should go online soon. If you like the thought of me and magical girls, you can find me at Euphoria soon too, where I will be trying to save the universe with armed with the power of love, friendship, and a mech. I believe it's mostly the friendship though. I shoot friendship bullets.
Low max.
Not the mechs. And at the end of September, I will be starting a wonderful game of Teens in Space over at the Rollers Joint at high noon in space, where I will be playing a wonderful, fun, not at all silly game where everybody will be fucking blazed except for me. Casting is open, so if you like to roll a joint and go to space with me, feel free. The casting should be on my Blue Sky profile, so pick it up, go down, have fun. I thank all of you for staying with us today. Sadly, today I didn't have a good opportunity for the chat to chime in. I will try to make another opportunity next time, maybe even more than one.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
This is
And
fine.
in the
This is
meantime,
fine. This is fine.
in the meantime, take care of yourself and those you love and those who might need it. And let's try to make the world a better place, all right? Good evening.